Ready? All right. So we'll call the Butler Township Board of Trustees meeting for Tuesday, March 22nd to order at 6 p.m. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, the next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from February 22nd, 2022. Do I have a motion?
I motion to approve the minutes
Do I have a
for...
second? Okay. Any comments? Nope. Please call the roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Next item, we have a presentation from Premier Health. Chief Alick, would you like to take over?
Yes, thanks. Tonight we're fortunate to have Premier Health in the audience. I'll call up Laura here in a second, but they're here to recognize two of our EMS providers, Brent Gallup and James Anderson. Jim was unable to come because of a family emergency. So other than that, Brent will be here. So Laura, if you want to come on up.
Hi.
I'm Laura Clark. I'm one of the EMS coordinators at Pine Valley Hospital. And then Elizabeth Sharon is another EMS coordinator, and this is Shelley Reynolds. She's
Hi.
the stroke program manager. So she's going to talk for a few minutes, and we're going to give them a report. You'll come over here to
Then you'll be on tape and you'll be recorded.
Whoa.
Hi, ask her on the microphone. So thanks for having us. We're obviously members of Miami Valley Hospital. Like she said, I'm the stroke program manager at the main campus. We'd like to recognize the incredible work of the Butler Township Fire. In December 2021, 911 call dispatched EMS for a patient with stroke-like symptoms. Butler medics responded to the call in minutes, quickly recognized the symptoms this patient was having. She required rapid transport to the hospital, and that was done. The excellent information received during the EMS report to Miami Valley ensured that the emergency room staff, as well as our stroke neurology team, was ready to receive care for this patient. This resulted in the patient receiving tenecteplase, which is our clot-busting medication, 15 minutes after arrival, and she had resolution of her symptoms within an hour. That is incredible. It's the fastest time we've ever had, and there's no doubt that that's strictly from them pre-alerting and having everybody ready to go. So what's even more impressive is that this patient received treatment within an hour after symptoms started. This is something to be recognized and celebrated. This is difficult to achieve and would not be possible without the excellent work of Butler Township medics. On behalf of the MVH stroke team, thank you so much. Made a huge difference in this patient's life. So thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So that's for you guys to be in the station.
Okay. We also got the certificate to degree. This EMS call was at the airport, and so this crew actually responded.
Oh, wow.
Peter's Pike from our station, 89/1 we call it. Him and Jim were on the medic and found a patient in the airport, which sometimes it takes us a while to get into the airport, depending on the secure areas. Got him out quick. So on scene time was 14 minutes, I believe, which is unbelievable. And raced down the highway to Premier. As you heard, everything was great outcome. So great job.
Nice job, Brent. Thank you.
Every medic ever. Every medic ever.
Do you want to, Dan, do you want us to move or stand up?
Yeah. You do right here in the middle.
No photo bombs. as that thing catches on, the price is going to go up. So.
Yeah, until I get my door over here.
Well, so the next one, this has to be a little wider. See,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I hope you're working when I need you.
not soon, though.
Hey, that's true. I was thinking the same thing. I mean, if I'm going to stroke out, I want him close.
Yeah, can I have a schedule, please? I'll give it to you.
We might need to put a number 3 on the side of the door of the medic there or something. I don't know.
All right. That is great. Great story. Let's see. Next item on the agenda will be the public hearing. So, Ms. Vogel, will you read the case number and request?
Yes, the request is my microphone on?
It is.
Okay. ZC 3-22, rezoning at 7919 North Dixie Drive from cemetery to LCS 2 local commercial service. The zoning commission hearing was held on February 15th, and the zoning commission recommended approval of this case. This is 6.1 acres on the south end of Dayton Memorial Park Cemetery, across from York Commons Boulevard. There is single-family residential to the south, regional commercial service to the east, and cemetery to the north and west. The cemetery maintenance facility is still to the rear of this property. That is all.
All right, so I'll open the public hearing, and you gave me the recommendation?
Yeah, zoning commission recommendation was to approve. The Montgomery County Planning Commission also recommended approval of the case on March 10th.
All right, Mr. Beely, would you like to present to? Sure. Okay. Please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
My name is William Beely, and I'm with Newground, and I'm representing Dayer Credit Union. Address is 6361 Stockton Court, Loveland, Ohio. And so basically we're looking for a rezone to relocate the credit union onto this property. They're currently renting kind of cat-a-corner to this property, and they do want to kind of expand their services to the community, and then also try to find a use in the future for the other remaining 4 or so acres that'll be left. So it's we have talked with the county engineer about improvements at the intersection. That has all been taken care of. They're all on board. We actually know what needs to be done, and we have a proposal to have that work executed. It's not going to be cost prohibitive, so we've got a game plan in place for that. And then our next step is going to be to start looking at stormwater and getting all of that taken care of. But this is probably our biggest stumbling block before the credit union actually purchases the property.
Okay.
We're going to complete our due diligence after if this deal goes through. So if there's any questions, I'd be happy to.
What's the plans for the remaining acreage? I know you said to develop it, but what do you?
We're not really sure yet. So it's my understanding that if we do anything more than have one additional property owner, because of the frontage, we have to have frontage on that street in that district. They would have to take the remaining 4.5, 5 acres that's remaining and do something with it. If not, then we would probably try to set up a PUD and maybe just do like professional offices or, just some low use. It's not elderly care. We kick around ideas like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Daycare facility,
Yeah.
Not a big multifamily, 800 unit building or something, anything like that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any questions, Mr. Jackson? All right. Thank you, Mr.
Okay.
Beely.
Sure.
That's concludes your section for now.
Great.
I will call for proponents to speak. Seeing none, I'll move on to opponents.
Yeah, Janelle, did you have anything?
Opponents, seeing none. All right. So you have nothing, no further comments. Board, you don't have any further comments? Eric, Ms. Vogel, you might have said this, but I was just wondering, they did vote to approve this, but what was the vote?
It was a unanimous vote.
Okay.
Yeah, by both zoning commission and planning commission.
Okay. All right, so no further comments or questions. I'll close the public hearing, and I'll ask for a motion.
This is going to be the resolution 22-11 on the administrator recommendations.
All right, so we're moving into resolutions here. I will make a motion to approve resolution number 22-11, a resolution approving ZC 3-22, a rezoning and map amendment for parcel number A01-00313-0041 at 7919 North Dixie Drive from CM Cemetery to LCS-2 Local Commercial Service.
I'll second.
Any comments? Okay.
Yes.
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 All right, thank you. You guys are welcome to go unless you want to hang out for the rest of the meeting.
I wasn't sure about that. I chose pork crabby, so.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you all for coming.
All right.
That was a mouthful of numbers there, too.
Yeah. All right, so now we'll move on to resolution number 22-12. Ms. Vogel?
A resolution authorizing the police chief to enter into a memorandum of understanding with South Community for the mobile CIT program. I think I've talked to you all about this. We had to revise our agreement with South Community due to Adamus no longer being part of the program and the sheriff's office coming in and being a supporter of the program. So our portion, our cost is 20%. It's just over $12,000 a year.
I don't have any questions, but Mr. Brush?
Yeah. Hang on. Where's my agreement? Yeah, I know the cost previously was $40,000, our portion. So maybe that is two times the 12,000. It's yeah. So yeah, the cost arrangement hasn't changed. Sheriff's office is just contributing the other portion that Adamus used to contribute.
All right, do I have a motion?
I will motion to approve resolution number 22-12, a resolution authorizing the police chief to enter into a memorandum of understanding with South Community for the mobile CIT program.
All right.
I'll second.
All right. Do you have any comments?
No comments.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Ms. Vogel, resolution 22-13.
Yes, a resolution appointing members to the Miller Lane Business and Hotel District Joint Economic Development Zone Board. We need 3 members from the township to represent on the board. Currently, Chief Porter and I are both members on the board. This would just extend us another 2 years, and then also add Trustee Jackson to the board. And then also the resolution recognizes that from the city, the appointees are city manager, assistant city manager, and city planner.
And this is just for the Jud Z?
Yes, just the Jud Z board.
Yes.
Do I have a motion?
Yes. I want to make a motion to approve resolution number 22-13, a resolution appointing members to the Miller Lane Business and Hotel District Joint Economic Development Zone Jud Z Board.
I'll second.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Ms. Vogel, resolution number 22-14.
A resolution approving the permanent appropriations, revenue budget, and certificate of estimated resources available for expenditure for Butler Township during fiscal year ending December 31st, 2022. The final budget, and you guys have the new resolution in front of you. There was a couple of minor changes. We received some additional revenue last week from FEMA, from our grant that we had received from the Memorial Day tornadoes. So that revenue is adjusted, and then also the appropriations are adjusted so that we can transfer those funds to the appropriate departments to pay them back for their portion of the grants. And then there's a couple other things listed under there too, just revenue and gas tax and court fees and interest in the ARPA, in our ARPA fund, interest that we've received. We'd estimated 200. That's up a little bit higher. So, but all in all, revenue to date, $12,784,250.83 is what is budgeted for 2022, and then appropriations $15,558,848 and 14 cents.
All right, do I have a motion?
I motion to approve resolution number 22-14, a resolution approving the permanent appropriations revenue budget and certificate of estimated resources available for expenditure for Butler Township during fiscal year ending December 31st, 2022. Yes.
Yes. Okay, next, resolution number 22-15, a resolution authorizing the Service Department Director to enter into an agreement with National Pavement Analysis, LLC, for road condition evaluations on all of our township roadways. The cost of the evaluation is $6,950. This evaluation will allow us to prioritize road for asphalt resurfacing and preventative maintenance.
It's a good thing.
So what they do, just put it, like they look at the time and all the different pavement projects and just put together a schedule?
I mean, they actually are evaluating the condition of the roadway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then putting together, which roadways are in the worst condition, which ones can be just as Band-Aided, Band-Aid for a couple years, crack sealing, even like chip seal programs. I mean, they kind of evaluate from an all across the board standpoint, like what could be used to help extend the life of the roadway.
Jeff can't just drive around and do that all day.
He can do it. He can do it.
Come on.
He will do it, and he normally does do it. But this will just give us an outside perspective, so that we have we just have an outside look at it.
A little fiduciary.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
Greg just brought up a good point. So as we applied for this grant the past year for the federal money,
That makes sense.
that would have been a big help. Okay, so
Yeah.
we don't use these outside services to come in and do that, which is more a non-biased type. It's just
Sure.
It is what it is.
It's a little fiduciary thing too.
The other big thing about this is that it'll give us a better idea of what the future looks like for the budget of roads, period. They're not only going to turn around and give you a grade on each road, they're going to give you what the service expectation as far as maintaining that roadway to actually get the full life of that new asphalt. Right now, outside of crack sealing, which is hard for us to keep up with what we have, I mean, there's a lot of new technology coming out there. So anyway, I'm happy it's happening. Erica and I have talked about that ever since I got here. So, and this is the only one that offered such an in-depth report. And really, for the money, I think it was kind of a no-brainer.
Well, with the petroleum situation, that price is going to be a crazy number to chase.
Yeah, so I don't know that we'll actually be driving on asphalt roads in the future. We're going to have to find hovercrafts or something.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
for the people at home, if they happen to watch us, this analysis is only for Butler Township serviceable roads, not for the roads the county services in Butler Township, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll only be evaluating our roads.
I think it's important to remind the audience that we don't service every road
Yes.
in Butler Township.
Correct.
So,
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
all right, so did we get a motion or are we?
We are ready to get one if you'd like
Let's do
one.
it.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 22-15, a resolution authorizing the Service Department Director to enter into an agreement with National Pavement Analysis, LLC, for road condition evaluations.
Second.
Yes.
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 Okay, next, we need to set a public hearing for Yorkshire Reserve Section 3 Final Development Plan for April 26, 2022 at 6 p.m. And I'd also like to request that the applicant be at our workshop on April 12, 2022 for a formal presentation to the board.
I like these ideas.
Do you have a motion?
Yes. I motion to set the public hearing for Yorkshire Reserve Section 3 Final Development Plan for April 26, 2022 at 6 p.m. and a workshop presentation for April 12th, 2022.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right, our next item on the agenda is informal business, and we will begin with Lieutenant Guthrie.
Thank you. The other thing I wanted to say was the mobile crisis response team that we approved today. I do appreciate that. I think that's really been beneficial for the community. Our calls for service that we classify as mental health have gone up just in the last 3 years. We had 63 in 2019, 87 in 2020, and 101 in 2021. And those are just calls that are actually classified specifically as mental health. That doesn't include every other call that we respond to that's classified as something different. I just thought that was important for everyone to know.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief Alick?
I just want to thank the board for all their support. That's all I have. I was a little slow last meeting. I want to make sure.
Wink, wink.
We appreciate you.
That just kind of hurts.
He just wants to be on it this time.
Oh, he's awesome. You clearly have a great staff.
Yes.
That was nice to be able to recognize, for some of their hard work that they do.
That,
They kind of lack sometimes. We usually hear the bad side.
yeah,
Good enough, but it's just kind of nice. They actually reach out to us when they do something.
That's awesome.
that
That's
tells you a lot right there.
Yeah, that's the stuff that needs the residents need to see.
Brings honor to the department and our community for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Mr. Barnett, would you like to share?
Sure. Street sweeper is down right now.
Yikes.
Parts availability just isn't there. They can't even tell me when we'll get them. So, but as of right now, it's down. So we'll be down for a while. I'll update you as I know more, but that's what I know right now. Asphalt for the township, as far as the county program that we participate in, kicks off on April the 4th. So way sooner than what I wanted, but that's the way it goes. Frederick Pike will be the starting point, and that's obviously a county roadway. And they're going to do from US 40 to Antioch School Road. Then they'll jump over to Peters Pike, and they'll do from Little York to Stone Quarry. Now that's going to be some of that will be an overlay, some of that will be a mill and fill. So, and then jumping over to Little York, don't get excited because that's not getting paved. There is bridge work that is due, and I know there's been the county's, sent out different information ahead of us, per se. They got to maybe the schools or something like that. Anyway, I started getting hit up with it, and I was like, I have no idea what anybody's talking about. Finally, the county brought me in on the plan. What they're going to do is they wanted to make sure that they did not start that project till school was out due to the congestion there anyway already. And so this is going to be roughly right there at CLC, thank you. is where that bridge work will take place. So looking at June, if they get the pipe. So anyway.
Is that what the flags are already out there?
Yeah, so all that you see going on, all that marking and everything is for that bridge replacement. Bridge is, I kind of call it a culvert, but technically to the county that does fall under a bridge category, but,
Are they putting a turn lane or something in there, or are they making that wider and then?
no, actually, they're getting rid of the guardrail, so you'll no longer see a guardrail there, because this is going to be more of an oval-shaped culvert pipe, bridge, whatever, so it's going to,
Flatten down.
yeah, so I don't know. They're excited about it, I know that.
It's an upgrade.
It's an upgrade.
Not great.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, we got asphalt. There's a lot going on as far as, you're going to get some calls, I just know it, on all this traffic, because things are going to be interrupted in our township probably a little bit more than usual even this year.
Yeah.
So get ready for it. By all means, just give them my number. I'll be more than happy to talk them through it. So
It's all good.
it's all good. It's all positives, yeah. So the nice thing about that is, well, if the county gets the bridge in, they're running out of excuses not to pave that section of Little York.
Yeah.
So they should be about there.
Good.
So, all right,
Good.
so that's the positive. Till they asphalt that?
For the bridge work.
No, they did not give me a time frame. They hope to have it done in, I mean, I hate to say it, a month. I think they said 4 weeks.
Not 200 days.
Yeah. Of course, we always say weather, so you got to factor in the weather. So I know I use the weather when I don't have something done on time.
You want to go next?
Sure.
Ms. Vogel?
Sure. On March 8th, we had our annual meeting with the chamber, did our State of the Township presentation, and we were also recognized for being a member of the chamber for 75 years, and also the first ever township-initiated chamber. So I thought that was really, really
For
cool.
all 75 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
From when the chamber started.
Yes, when it started, and we actually the township initiated the chamber to begin. And that is the first
I
ever.
wouldn't just learn that. Heck, I've sat on the board for
I know.
25 years. I'm like, really?
I did not know that either until that day, so I thought that was very cool. And we got a little trophy for it. Obviously, you guys were all there, but I just wanted for the record to make that announcement. Today, also, we had our Youth in Government Day. We had 3 students participate from the high school, 3 juniors, one that was a counterpart for the administrator, one for the fire chief, and one for the police chief. But we had a good discussion with all the department heads, and talked about township operations and local government, and they all seemed very engaged. So it was a good day. Then let's see, MCTA is this Thursday. If anybody is interested, at 4 p.m. Montgomery County Township Association meeting, and that's going to be at the Business Solutions Center on Edwin C. Moses. And there's also a Zoom link. And you guys, if you didn't receive it, let me know, and I'll forward you the information for that.
You're going to that Thursday?
Yes, yep, I will be there. As the vice president of the MCTA, I'll be present.
Of which we are very proud.
Yes. Great job.
Thanks. Then next, I just want to officially just on the record explain to you guys, we did receive those 3 annexation petitions. You guys have all reviewed those. Our legal counsel reviewed those. There's no issue. It's all in accordance with ORC as far as what they're requesting, so there's not really any formal objections that we could make as a board. But this is all involving right-of-way, right-of-way on Union Air Park, on Dogleg Road, and a portion on Old Springfield Road just west of Dogleg. So all sections that are kind of, 2 of the larger sections, the Union Air Park and the Dogleg, are currently City of Dayton jurisdiction. And obviously maintenance-wise, it's just a headache up there with all the crossing of jurisdictions. So it's really a cleanup item and allows for the utilities and things to be extended that Union is planning up there. So sad to see those things, but unfortunately it was probably just a matter of time anyways before that came across our desks. And then I do think part of that too was the agreement, the settlement agreement that Union and Dayton had not too long ago. They finalized their settlement agreement over the Prairie property and all that was going on up north. So I think the exchange of property was all part of that. So, and then the other property on Old Springfield Road, it is a private property owner whose property is still in the township, but all the land kind of around them is in Union, and then the right-of-way across their front of their property is also included in this. So not their property, but just the right-of-way portion in front of their property. And then the rest of it is in front of Union property. So do you guys have any questions on those?
No, but I'm getting a lot of people asking me questions about it. I just said that now I understand a little bit.
Yeah, and feel free to send them my way if they want, copies of the drawings, if they want to see what is exactly there, or you could forward those drawings even. I mean, that's all public information. So, or yeah, just send them my way and I can clarify anything you need me to too. Commissioners, I think it'll go in front of them in April. So probably mid-April, I would say.
It's a difficult situation where there are people that are still up there that are always looking to us saying, what can we do? What can we do? It's just like,
Yep. Not much we can do, but yeah.
legislatively, at least,
Yeah.
our hands are tied.
Yeah. So
Fifth.
that is,
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I didn't
Yeah,
mean to-
that is all I have on my report.
Fiscal Officer Brush? Okay. All right, Trustee Jackson?
Didn't have a lot to add specifically, but just a couple things. Saw a number of different commendations coming through the police department, so was excited to see just the recognition for, I believe it was Officer Maples and Officer Linderman, and just a number of different situations where, grateful for our men and women serving, and also, as we were talking about, Dan, lots of collaboration all across the community, and our boys and girls going out and putting out fires and situations. So it was great. And then also, Ms. Vogel, thank you for your professionalism in presenting at the chamber breakfast. I felt like all of that was very well put forward to all of our business leaders in the community, and that representation from the township was stellar. So lots of good things happening this past month. So grateful for everyone's hard work.
Thanks. Okay. Trustee Tyne.
Yeah, actually, Eric and I also been working on the water project. One thing I would just like to say is that I think Montgomery County has been pretty great to deal with. So far, I've had a great relationship, I think, with them, and I'm starting to get into some meetings with some of the senators and stuff like that. I went to the Farm Bureau meeting last Friday and met some people, and I think there's going to be some funding, some good news to come out of that here soon. But I think, though, you think, Erica, that the relationship with the county has been...
Yeah, they've been great.
They've been
with
good,
the project.
and they've been timely. I mean, obviously, everything takes a little longer in the government world than it does private sector. But I think we're going to have some exciting things to announce here shortly.
Yeah.
So, and thanks, Erica, you did do a great job with the presentation.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I have a few comments. This is late, but it's still important. Thank you for understanding that this is late, Lieutenant Guthrie. Congratulations on your CLE graduation. That's huge and rigorous, and we're proud of you, so thank you for doing that for our community.
Thank you.
Again, it was Youth and Government Day, and it was a great day. I had a great counterpart. I think that the students were engaged, and I appreciate that the Optimist Club just keeps the tradition going. Let's see. I do agree with you also about the mobile crisis tech. It's such an important program for our community and for the people it serves. I can't say enough about it. So, what else? Oh, yeah. your presentation at the annual. It was
you.
the best of
Thanks.
everyone's.
Thanks
You
a lot.
won the award for the best presentation. this
Even though it was old school PowerPoint, right?
But it got the job done, and it was the most interesting.
Oh,
So
thank you.
thank you for all your hard work on that. I
I
appreciate
did
you.
like the school going back with all those old pictures and that. was pretty cool.
Did you see yourself?
No. I didn't go to that school. I went to Northmont.
No.
Okay.
Were you in it, Miss Eve?
Yes.
You were?
Yes.
And we missed it?
My daughter was in it. I was in it. Dan? No? And you didn't go there. Yeah.
That was
All
great.
right. Yeah. It was a good video. Yeah. All right. So do we need a motion to pay the bills? Do we have
Yes,
bills?
please.
Yes.
Motion to pay the bills.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Any further business before we close the meeting? No? Okay. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
Okay. We'll adjourn the meeting at 6:37.
Wonderful.
All right, thanks.
Hold up.
Do you want to know? What year?